Welcome, welcome, welcome to Dropping a Morning Log with Jivko.
Hello, good goddamn morning. I really want to stop fucking off on a lot of stuff and be a little, hold myself a little more responsible. So I'm getting up to 30 years old here. It's coming quick, man. That's the thing. And the way I see it, there's a lot of people that start doing things at later ages than me. And figure out their life at later ages than me. I'm talking 5-10 years, even more, 20 years down the way. Maybe people at 40, 50 are just hitting their stride with a lot of things. It would be excellent, in my opinion, to figure out a lot of things that I'm interested in now and try different things before that time comes up. And then I'm like, oh, well, why the fuck didn't I try this now or up till now? And just things like that. I mean, there's definitely going to be investments that I'm definitely going to be spending some money this year on some things, but I would really urge myself to start with some of the things that I already have began with and have momentum behind a little bit. And music, this podcast recording. I feel like it all will be able to supplement itself in the end. In terms of this, it'll be able to help me figure out my thoughts a little better, help me articulate myself a little better in the long run. What's really interesting is looking back at all the recordings that I've done so far. I've literally just told myself that I'm deciding to, I bought this recorder and I just randomly decided to make myself record myself just for practice almost every day that I go to work. And so far I have around 100 recordings right now, which is kind of funny because I don't feel like I've literally done anything. I didn't put any work into this, and I'm just, I did, obviously. I put time behind it, but I don't feel that time. I don't feel the weight of the time behind it. It's almost like the equivalent of when you really know that you should be working out and then you decide to work out, right, in the moment. And then the next day or the few days after, you just let's say you work out 3 times in a week. Then by the end of the week, you literally don't feel the weight behind you have working that you've worked out. You're just really happy that your past self put yourself, in that situation and decided to take initiative and, make yourself go there and work out and go through the motions of everything. But it's just you don't feel your current self doesn't feel the weight. Unless you got obviously an injury or something, but you don't feel the weight of your previous actions. I'm speaking relatively. Obviously, if you did some fucked up shit, you're gonna feel the weight of those actions. I don't know. I'm talking small positive things that you should be doing. You have to do, but you just fuck off at the end of the day, and then the next day you're just oh well, I didn't fucking do it, I guess. And I feel a little more slubbish because of it. That's right, I just fucking invented a word. Slubbish. Slubish. Slubbish. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice, man. It's nice to feel what I'm feeling. I feel like I have a lot of drive in me to do things. But I also have a lot of drive behind the part of me that tells me to fuck off and just be lazy and not do anything. But I feel like the other part of me that has initiative and is ambitious to do interesting things and progress and grow myself, like that part of me is learning to be louder and louder inside of me, which is excellent. You know, I'm very happy that that's the case. So, like, I'm not gonna feel the weight of, you know, it's not gonna weigh me down because I did this. I'm only gonna be brought up because of it. I'm very happy I did this because it's not all the time that you get to, you know, look back and just like appreciate what you fucking do for what it is. So, anyway, that's that. Have a nice day. Laters.